Our film starts with us getting to know a family. While nothing they're going through is that big of a deal, it's a Nickelodeon film, so we're going to act like it is. Hunter, the boy, is obsessed with monsters and pranks, which constantly gets him into trouble. Jordan, the girl, has glasses and a ponytail and allergies, which is basically a federal offense for teenage girls in movies, even though she clearly still looks like Victoria Justice under it.
No, anyone but her, guys. She's got glasses and a ponytail.
And the dad, David, is a widower who apparently doesn't have steady work, and I guess the missus wasn't insured because they have money problems. Also, he has to deal with Jordan wanting him to date again. One night, someone leaves a package at their door stating that his wife's uncle died and left them a castle in Romania. Once they get there, Hunter is super excited because not only is Romania the home of Dracula's castle, but there's apparently a horror festival there as well. When they get to the manor, they are met with a very stone-faced caretaker of the facility, Madame Varkalek. She tells everyone that the manor has one rule, which is to stay in their room and lock the doors at night. When David gets to his room, he finds the card for a real estate agent named Paulina. The next day, they head to town. A local guy who works at the market named Gorak ends up having a thing for Jordan after he accidentally knocks her down, but she awkwardly turns him down. Later on, Paulina shows up at the manor and asks David out, which Jordan is all in on him going, while Hunter has reservations. Back at the manor, the kids freak out when the internet goes out, so they go looking for the router, which guides them to a secret lab behind a bookshelf. Jordan decides to start picking stuff up, and Hunter decides to scare her, leading to a vial of something breaking and Jordan stepping in it. As they hide from Madame V, they end up in a room full of bats, resulting in them freaking out and leaving. The next day, Jordan is acting strange in that the girl, who's normally vegetarian, now craves meat. Madame V notices that after being left in the room with her, the meat is gone. When they go back to town, Jordan is now super excitable and has heightened senses, and her allergies seem to be gone. When she runs into the guy from the butcher's shop, she's even showing interest now. During that night, she notices growing lots of hair that she can't get rid of, and then she sees her eyes changing color. Hunter begins to take notice as well. He heads back to the secret room, then confides with his friends back home who convince him that Jordan is turning into a werewolf. That night, Jordan has a date with Goran, and we have the stereotypical slow-motion entrance now that she no longer has glasses and a ponytail. Hunter goes to follow her, but a guy in all black pulls him to the side and lets him know that somebody's going to be coming after them. When he finally catches up to her, he stops her before she can kiss him, thinking that she was going to bite him. She gets mad at him and takes off with her eyes turning colors and her jumping on the rooftops. When Hunter gets back to the manor, he tries to explain to her that he knows what's going on. That's when we see that she's gone full-on werewolf.
You're a werewolf, and I'm getting Dad.
She chases him, but stops short before attacking him. The next day, David tells everyone that they got an offer on the manor, which upsets Madame V. Hunter and Jordan talk over the whole werewolf situation, and he assures her that he has her back. Madame V eventually confronts Hunter and lets him know that she is aware that Jordan is a werewolf, and tells him that their uncle was also one. She tells him that their uncle did create a cure, but she doesn't know where it is. Jordan calls her from the uncle's grave and lets him know that there's a hidden message that needs to be translated. The message ends up being the ingredients needed to reverse the curse, but as they're reading, Madame V informs the kids that vampires are after them. She then tells the kids how werewolves are actually humans' protectors used to prevent vampires from taking over. Meanwhile, the butcher Goran expresses to Jordan that he prefers the way she used to be when she was awkward and clumsy. Before they can finish the conversation, she starts to turn, so Madame V sends them off to find a cab. Instead, they run into Paulina, who offers them a ride. Paulina rambles on as Jordan tries to hold back the wolf form.
Fabulous. Hope I'm not off base on any of this. Gosh knows I'm all about that girl power.
Paulina ends up stopping the car in the middle of nowhere, and as she gets out, they're then surrounded by vampires. Paulina then reveals that she's also one.
There's a bunch of vampires behind you.
Oh, sweetie. Of course there are.
She then admits to killing their uncle and has plans of taking the manor before kidnapping them. When they get to their destination, Jordan has fully turned and takes out the vampires, while Hunter runs looking for Madame V. He eventually finds his dad out with Paulina and freaks out trying to out her as a vampire, which doesn't go over at all, since he completely ignores important info like the kidnapping just to scream vampire. On the way out, a guy says he believes him. He eventually plays the mom card to get his dad to go along with it. He takes his dad through a tunnel where they see Paulina making silver bullets in Jordan wolf form. They're hit from behind and then chained up. After a loving family moment where David apologizes for not believing his son, Paulina confronts him and tells him that she can't take possession of the manor while there are living bloodline werewolves with the intention of killing Jordan. Meanwhile, Hunter starts to show signs that he is turning. He goes full wolf form, resulting in the vampires taking off in fear. They free David, who sends Hunter to go after the vampires while they take Jordan back to Madame V. Paulina and Hunter have a fight, but he is eventually outmanned by the vampires and locked up, but Jordan comes to save him. The fight ends with Jordan putting Paulina in direct sunlight, resulting in her bursting into flames. Back at the manor, Madame V finishes the cure using Hunter's blood as the final ingredient, which then cures Jordan. Madame V then tells Hunter that she knew he was a werewolf when he could read the grave marker. The family then finds out that not only do they get to keep the manor, but they inherited money as well, so they get to keep their home in the U.S. Back in the U.S., Jordan is back in school and everyone thinks she's hot now that she no longer wears glasses and a ponytail. She turns down the guy that she was swooning for at the beginning of the film, as Corbin is now an exchange student there and they're together. On top of that, back home, David is now dating. The film ends with Paulina in a body cast moving across the street from them. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, please leave a like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to know every time I update. If you want to help my channel grow, please check out my Patreon, where you can get access to content early, as well as see the content that can't be uploaded here on YouTube. Link will be in the description. Until next time.